Hey everyone, my name is Malika and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again, and thank you so much on all the love and support I've gotten on my last video. I really do appreciate it. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be speaking about devices and kind of gadgets that I use to help me throughout my recovery process for my hip replacement. And I actually used some of these devices before I had my hip replacement, and I'm going to be explaining that throughout the video. But before I get into the video, I just want to really thank you guys so much for the support and love that I've been getting on my videos. I think it was on my Facebook. I posted a message that someone sent me saying how, I kind of urged them to live a better quality life because they are supposed to be getting a hip replacement, I believe, soon. And if I remember correctly, I think they've been afraid or they've been putting it off. But because of my videos, they have been, I've been encouraging them to push forward and kind of, go through with it. That really made me feel great. Like, I feel like what I'm doing is actually helping people, or it's actually helping someone. And that's the purpose of my videos, is to inspire and teach you guys and show you guys my experience, as I'm kind of doing this to show you my journey and my experience, but throughout my experience, I'm helping someone else out there. So that's why I am continuing doing this. Like I said in my first video, I kind of don't want to get into it, but if I am going to do these videos and I am going to be transparent and honest and open with you guys, I have to be open 100%. And like I said in my first video, I am a private person, so it's kind of difficult for me to say this, on camera and put it out there. But sometime now I've been battling with depression, and like I told you guys also in my first video before, this is not something that only affects you physically. It does affect you mentally. It does play a part mentally. It's not something easy to go through at all whatsoever. I am young, and it's hard to deal with. But at any age, I believe it's hard to deal with, even if you're 50 or you're 40 or you're 20 like me. I've heard some people gotten hip replacements at the age of 17. Like, this is not an easy condition to deal with, and it does play a part with you mentally. And I have been dealing with depression, and I am getting help for it. I'm not going to go too much into it. Maybe in a future video when I do feel more open and comfortable sharing that side, I'll do a video about it. But I just want to let you guys know that I do see your positive comments, and I do see your stories, and you guys telling me how I encourage you guys and how, you're so happy that I'm doing this video. I see all my sickle cell warriors out there, and I see all my hip replacement people out there. I do see you guys, and I do hear you guys, and I'm doing it for us, and I hope that it's helping, and I hope that I'm making you guys proud. When I do see these messages and I do see the positivity that you guys are writing to me, it does help me. Because honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, getting up to these videos is sometimes difficult because of what I'm going through and the way I'm feeling. Sometimes I don't have it in me just to get up and put on the camera and film. But when I do see these encouraging messages and I do see your positivity, it does encourage me to get up and continue doing these videos. So I will continue doing these videos. I am pushing myself to do it because I know it's for a great cause. So enough of me babbling and going on and on and on. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for the rest of this video. So hey guys, so the first item I'm going to speak about that helped me the most maybe during my recovery process, even actually before I had my surgery, because before I had my surgery, I explained it before in previous videos, I couldn't bend down to do anything, and during my recovery I had my restrictions, so I couldn't bend down then either. Now I can bend down, but before I had my surgery and 6 weeks after I had my surgery, I couldn't bend down. So this was like the perfect, I'm trying to get the whole thing in the picture. This was the perfect thing for me to use. So this is a reacher, or a grabber they call it. So basically, when I squeeze this handle, this happens. Can you guys see it? All right. Yeah, so it's a reach or a grabber. So basically, if I was to drop something on the floor, or, you know, I have to pick something up off the floor, this is what I would use. Now, this doesn't pick up anything big and bulky. No, it will pick up, you know, just small light things like a paper on the floor, or if you have a sock on the floor, clothes, it could pick up light things. It can't pick up like a big bottle or anything like that. Just pretty much light things. It can help you pick up. You'll be surprised how many things you accidentally drop when, you know, when you can't bend down to pick it up. This, I'm telling you guys right now, if you're someone that's about to have hip replacement surgery, get one of these. This is a lifesaver right here. I'm telling you, it is a lifesaver. It helps you pick things up. Even, like, let me tell you something. I had a posterior approach surgery, so that's why I have these restrictions. When I'm laying in bed, I stated it in my last video, you can't lean forward to pull your, like if your cover's in the front of you, or in the front of the bed, you can't lean forward to pull it back. Unless, like, you know, you get out of bed and you kind of pull your covers to the front where you're about to lay your head down, then that's different. But if you're already in bed, and you know it's like, damn, my covers are all the way at the end of the bed, now I have to get back up and pull it closer. Nope. If you have this close by, you just, you know, reach forward with it. You're not going to bend forward, but it's long enough to the point where you could probably, you know, reach forward, grab the end of the covers, and pull it towards you. This is a lifesaver. Please, if you're about to get hip replacement, get this because it helped me out a lot. So this is the first thing. The second thing that I have is this. It's actually like an inflatable cushion. If you have a hard chair, this helps a lot. I actually got this from the hospital. They gave it to me. It just makes the chair more comfortable. So this is something that I did use. It's actually deflating now, but this is something that I did use. It's an inflatable cushion. You could even use just a regular pillow. You don't really have to buy this particular one, but it's just something to make, if you have a hard high chair, it's just something to make it more comfortable. So this is something that I did use. This object is actually very important. Ice pack. I'm sure your doctor is going to tell you, because after you have the surgery, you're going to have some swelling. I do still have some swelling right now. I haven't been icing as much as I should be. I have to get back on it. But this is a reusable ice pack. Ice pack, ice pack, ice pack. That's what the doctor is going to tell you. They're going to tell you to ice your hip often. If you're having pain, ice your hip. If you're doing physical therapy and you're feeling a little achy because you went hard, ice your hip. If you want swelling to go down, ice your hip. This is actually an ice pack that is supposed to be for the knee, but I can still use it for the hip. So this is one that you could just pop into the freezer, and it gets cold and it gets hardened, and you know, you just put it on your hip. I have two of these, so if I'm using one, there's one in the freezer. So like if I forget to put this one in the freezer, I still have another one there that I can use when it's time, and just pop this one back in the freezer. So yes, get an ice pack. You don't have to get this one. You can use whatever you want. You can use a bag of ice. You can use vegetables, frozen vegetables. Just get an ice pack. This one is good because it's reusable. You don't have to pour out ice or do anything like that. It's reusable. You just put it in the freezer, and it gets cold and, you know, frozen, and you just take it out and you just put it on your hip. So this is very, very, very useful. It's very important too. This item, I feel like everything I'm going to say is important, but this is actually important too. I actually got this from Amazon. It's a knee, back, and hip pillow. So I actually use it when I go to sleep. When you are able to lay on your side, your non-operated side, because I still, up to right now, I'm a little over 2 months post-op. I can't lay on my operated side yet. It's very uncomfortable and it's quite painful. But the side that I did already get replaced, and, you know, for over a year already, is fine. I can lay on it. But I do put this in between my legs or in between my knees. You see it has like the little gap and indent. That's where your knee and your leg's supposed to fit. And it basically just keeps your knees and legs or thighs apart. And it just feels more comfortable. To me, honestly, before I had this condition, before I had the surgery, I was able to sleep without a pillow in between my legs. But now I need something between my legs to go to sleep. It's very uncomfortable if I don't have something between my legs. Again, you don't necessarily have to use this. You can use a regular pillow. You could just fold it in half and put it in between your legs. But I went ahead and ordered it's memory foam too, so it's pretty comfortable, and it's not gonna deflate too much. Like, it's not gonna lose its what am I trying to say? It's not gonna flatten down. You know, after a while a pillow will flatten down and you won't have that cushion between your legs. This won't really flatten down. So I did order this from Amazon, and I sleep with it every single night. Even actually after your surgery, like I said, I had my restrictions. I couldn't cross my legs. To kind of discipline yourself to not cross your legs while you're sleeping, you could actually put this between your legs or between your ankles, so you don't cross your legs over your ankles, or you won't cross your legs at all. So this is actually something good to use if you want to discipline yourself to not cross your legs while you're sleeping. This is good to use, and it's very comfortable. I use this every single night, so this is good to use. This, I don't know if you guys remember. If you guys are watching my videos, you would know what this is already. It was actually in my video while I was still in the hospital, and they were teaching me how to walk again and how to put on a sock. This device is actually used to put on a sock. I will have to kind of demonstrate it, how to use it a little later, but this is used to put on the socks. You cannot, with the like I said again, with the posterior approach surgery, hip replacement surgery, you cannot bend down 90 degrees. And if you're putting on your socks, you have to bring your knee back up to your chest or something. This allows you not to do that. It allows you to put your socks on without bending down and, you know, risking that 90-degree limit. So this is very important to use if you're putting on socks. If you live somewhere warm, then you're lucky because you could just throw on some sandals. But here in New York, it's very cold right now. Gotta put on my sneakers and my socks and whatnot. So I will show you guys how to use it. Or if you want, you can kind of go back to my previous videos while I was in a hospital still. And yeah. I hope I could get this one in the shot. So this is something that I was actually using before my surgery, and I used it a little bit after my surgery. I'm going to have to show you guys as well how to use this. But it's basically a wedge that you place between your legs. And then it has straps on the sides, Velcro straps on each side, so that you can actually strap your legs into it. So I'm going to show you guys more how to use this. I used this before my surgery because before my surgery I lost mobility and I couldn't open my legs, and I wanted to keep stretching my legs and wanted to kind of, I lost mobility, but at the same time I was trying to keep at least a little bit of it. So just using this alone was stretching me out. I couldn't use this for at least, I was only able to use this for maybe like 5-10 minutes before my surgery. Now I can use it forever. Like, you know, my hips are better. But yeah, You could also use this as like the other pillow that I showed you before, the hip pillow. You could place this between your legs. It's also memory foam, so it's, you know, it comes back to its form. So you could put this between your legs, or, you know, you could use this for different things. So this is something that I use. So yeah, so the next object that I do have that will help you guys out is are, let's see if I could get this in the picture. Tennis balls for the bottom of your walker. So my walker, the first walker that I did have for my first surgery, didn't have any wheels on it. So it was the most annoying, frustrating walker because I literally had to pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down for every step that I took. And it wasn't smooth. It couldn't glide across the floor smoothly. It would scratch up the floors a little bit, so that was annoying. But the walker that I have now, I got a new walker after this surgery, and it has wheels in the front, but it doesn't have wheels in the back. Let me actually show you what it looks like without the tennis balls. So this is what it looks like without the tennis ball, and this is what it kind of looks like with the tennis ball around it. So basically, when I used it without the tennis ball, it scratched up my floors a little bit, and when I made turns with the walker, it wasn't too easy to turn. So basically what the tennis ball does is it allows the walker to move smoothly. So if you're going somewhere, if you're using it, it's an easy glide across the floor. It's not gonna kind of scratch up your floors, or, you know, it's not gonna be hard to navigate. So it's easy. You can see I was using these because now it has a hole on the bottom where I was using it. So I don't use a walker anymore, but yeah, it's good to use tennis balls because it allows the walker to move a lot smoother. So if you're someone that has a walker, actually someone that only has the ones with 2 wheels in the front like I did, just get 2 for the back, guys. And lastly, the last thing, I don't have it on hand right now, but the last thing that's great to use, actually, yeah, I would say after your recovery is, after your surgery, while you're going through your recovery, is a back scratcher. Now, I didn't use it for my back. That's not what I used it for. A long back scratcher, one that could extend quite a bit. I used it because after my surgery, when I got out from the hospital, if you watch my surgery day video, when I came out from the recovery room, they had compression pumps around my legs, and they had it on for quite some time. I think for the first 3 days. Throughout the rest of my stay, I believe I had compression pumps. They would take it off for like a few minutes, but they made sure they put those compression pumps back around my legs. So with those on, my legs, like my calves and my shins, tend to get itchy. So I would use the back scratcher to scratch, you know, down where I needed to, you know, get. Sorry, my baby is asking for my attention. Yeah, so I would use the back scratcher to scratch my shin. Stop it. So I would use my back scratchers to scratch my shins, and if you lick me, so I would use my back scratcher to scratch my shins and my calves, because it will get itchy. I'm not gonna lie, it gets itchy. Even when you come home, if you have that little itch on your leg that you can't get, or if someone's not around to get it for you, just take the scratcher and just take the scratcher, and you can, you know, scratch it without, like I said before, risking that 90-degree limitation. So yeah, that's everything that I use. If you're someone that actually had a hip replacement already and maybe you use something that I don't use, comment it down below. It could really help someone that is preparing to have hip replacement. So, and I would like to know too, like, you know, kind of like what I didn't use that could have made my life a bit easier. I mean, it's too late now, but yeah, just comment it down below. It can help someone out. The two items that I do still use, although my restrictions are lifted, is the Reacher, the ice pack, the hip pillow, and the sock aid. That's what this is called. This is called a sock aid. These are the 4 items that I do still use, because sometimes there's moments where I will go hard at physical therapy and I'm kind of sore and I can't bend down fully yet. I will use my Reacher, or, you know, same thing goes for the sock aid. I'll probably be a little sore so I can't bend down. You know, I would use the sock aid. Like I said before, I use this every night. I cannot sleep without something between my legs. And the ice pack. I still ice my hip. I've been slacking, but this is something that I do still currently have to use because I do still have some swelling. So this is something that I do still currently use, although, you know, my restrictions and everything is lifted. So there's a few things that I don't have right now at hand reach that is great to have or to use after your surgery. It'll make your recovery process easier and just life easier. So the first thing is a fanny pack. That is a little bag or pouch that you just clip around your waist. Your hands free. You could put your little phone in there, your charger, whatever little things you want to put in there, because it's not too big. It's probably like, I mean, I guess they have different sizes, but you could put a lot of things in there. You could put a little book in there. Whatever little things that you want to put, you can put in there and get around the house, because when you come out from your surgery, you're going to be on a walker. And you have to use 2 hands on a walker. You don't have a free hand to use. So the fanny pack is best because you can just tie it around your waist. And you have both your hands to use around the walker to navigate around the house. Or even if you're going outside to a doctor's appointment or wherever you're going, you can put your wallet in it. You don't have to use your hands for anything or hold anything. Another thing to use is a long shower brush. That is good to use because if you are using a shower bench, or me, I had 2 commodes. One I use for the shower and one I use for the toilet. When you use a shower bench or a commode in the shower, you're sitting down. And for me, I had a posterior approach, so I couldn't bend down. I couldn't go past my 90-degree limit. So that's where the long shower brush came in handy, because I was able to scrub and brush my legs and feet without bending forward and, you know, messing up my restrictions. So that is something also great to have. 2 things that I didn't have that I wish that I did have is a proper shower bench, because the commode wasn't too comfortable, but it was just something to help me get by. And the second thing is a shoehorn. For people who don't know what a shoehorn is, you can, I believe all shoe departments have it. It's that little device that you put in the back of your shoe so that you can slip your feet in easily without mashing down the back of your shoe or sneaker or whatever it is. It just makes it easier for you to slide your feet into your sneaker or your shoe. So yeah, those are 2 things that I wish that I did have. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Oh, sorry, let me go back. Actually, for the females out there that I guess after the surgery you do want to keep your legs smooth, personally me, I didn't care about that. I had stubbly legs for the 6 weeks after my surgery because I wasn't too concerned about how my legs look. But for females out there that do want to keep their legs nice and smooth even after the surgery, there is a device out there. I'll probably try to put a link down below for it. But there's a device out there with a razor blade, like kind of like a long handle, an extra long handle razor blade, so that you can shave your legs without bending forward and ruining that 90-degree limit that we have. So that's also something that's there. I've had heard people for the whole razor blade thing make their own little makeshift one, which is just unscrewing the stick of a broomstick and attaching a regular razor blade to it and kind of like tying it around the end. You can try that. I don't know if it's too safe I haven't tried it. I didn't really care about my hairy legs after the surgery. My mind wasn't really on that. But like I said, these are for the females out there, or males if you like smooth legs, that want to keep their legs nice and smooth after the surgery. So like I said before, thank you guys so much for watching my videos and staying tuned. Please, you guys, stay tuned for my next few videos. They're going to actually be pretty fun and exciting. They're not going to be to sit down talk through video. They're going to be more fun and exciting. So keep an eye out for that. And please, like I said before, like, support, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. See you guys next time. Bye.